we got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington Commanders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. First down, and they go back to Harris. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
The slot man in motion right. Pickett to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. A 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 26. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Howell's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the cat.
Cordell Patterson. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Little bootleg here. Howell sliding out of the pocket. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Harris running straight ahead. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
You talk about this Washington defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he will have a Steelers first. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 47 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Howell throwing on third down here. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Berrios. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Pickett back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Howell. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor, Warrior 17.
Howell now to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Robinson. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is 2nd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth. And well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Pickett now on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. 28 yards. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now throwing on first down here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, Got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And here comes Berrios. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's on his way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the battle.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Howell. And he's got his man on the out route.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go play action. Howell. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Howell will throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll throw again with Pickett. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
70 Lions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Robinson on a give right side. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Buffalo 18.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens from 17 yards out. And the Steelers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Come 19, come 19. 19, Tiger. Mustang 19.
Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The offense on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Howell now to throw it. That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, lesson done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and a streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Trying with Pickett here on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds Austin complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
Let's go now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the